So I know we're really tempted to be extremely angry at Belly, and I was too. You might have seen I made a few TikToks last night in my PJs ranting about Belly, but I've had some time to reflect on it, and here's what I have to say. Maybe Belly's reaction to Conrad's confession is not totally out of line. Do we really expect her to leap into his arms, tell him that she loves him back, process what he said immediately, process the last 4 years immediately? Did we expect her not to be shocked? Did we expect her not to remember all of the times that he's expressed love for her and then taken it back promptly? I'm saying this as somebody who is extremely team Conrad and who felt for him in that moment deeply. I was heartbroken. I was sobbing during that scene. But if we say that we want complex, realistic characters, then we need to accept their complex emotions. I don't agree with the way that Belly has handled certain things. When they were together, I didn't agree with her being so hard on him, being, sad at prom and really struggling with his anticipatory grief for Susanna's incoming death and then his grief when she did die. But I can appreciate and understand how hard it was for Belly to kind of have Conrad give his affection and then take it away, tell her that he feels a certain way for her and then take it away. She just doesn't want to get hurt. We know she loves him too. At this point in season 3, it's so obvious. But they've had this push and pull throughout season 3 where she's been trying to figure out, does he still feel something for her? Is it all in my head? So when she finally gets that confession, we cannot realistically expect her to process it right away and to process it in an emotionally healthy way right away. Do I think she said some pretty cruel things to him that she shouldn't have? Absolutely. If I could coach her through that moment, I would have told her to refrain from saying things that she can't take back. But again, she has been processing feelings that she shoved down for the past 4 years. His love confession probably just brought up all of the emotions of the last time that he confessed his feelings for her and then took it away the next morning. She's just scared. She's a 21-year-old girl who's been through a lot of heartbreak in the last 4 to 5 years, and she's only human. And, before you come for me, just really sit with what I'm saying. Because I was mad at Belly too first. I took down a video, some of you might have seen it, saying, how could she do this? What is wrong with her? I don't forgive her. You've gone too far, Belly. But when I really think it through, I'm having a lot of empathy for both Conrad and Belly. I'm going to talk about this more. This is just the first of many. I want to be so clear that I am 100% team Conrad, and I have immense empathy for Conrad in that moment to finally muster up the courage to tell her how he feels and then to be on the receiving end of everything that she said and her rejection. But if you look at her here after she tells Conrad that he will never be what Jer is to her and that they were never anything, which that was painful, that I felt like I was being stabbed in the heart. She walks away and she looks back and then she just breaks down. We know she doesn't mean it. We all know it. Even those of us who are pissed at Belly in this moment know that she doesn't mean it. So we have to ask ourselves, what would motivate her to do that? Some type of complex emotional undercurrent is at play here, and we have to remember that she's not doing this to be cruel. Is it cruel? Yes, but there is something else at play here. The other thing I want to really remind us all is that Belly doesn't know season 3 Conrad very well. Belly doesn't know this version of Conrad very well, who's done so much work on himself, who has been working on himself for the past 4 years, who's in therapy, who has really examined his past actions, who has had 4 years to sit with and think about everything that's happened. Yeah, they have started to kind of get to know each other again over their time together this summer, and in episode 5 we saw them having a lot of deep conversations in the car, but she remembers the version of Conrad from season 1, season 2, the one who would give and then take away, and the one who would, I'm not saying he wasn't valid in all of the grief that he was going through, and this is exactly what I'm saying. It is so complicated. It is too complicated to say that it's black and white. She only knows and remembers the version of Conrad who hurt her, even though his hurting her was stemming from the own pain that he was going through at the time. At the end of the day, that is the version that she knows and remembers, and that is the version that she is scared to hurt her again. Like I said, I feel for them both. This is not an easy situation. It's really, really nuanced.
Jeremiah was annoying me a lot this episode, but not because he didn't have a right to be upset with Conrad. Because it is clear that Conrad has feelings for Belly. It's hard for him to hide it. But I think it's also clear that Belly has feelings for Conrad, and he just ignores that. But what annoyed me with Jeremiah was that he was being so passive-aggressive. Thanks for helping out my girl this summer, and then he sees Conrad just like this, and he gets pissed. If you got a problem, say it, and say it directly. Because when he gets drunk, he starts off like, you've always taken care of me, thank you so much. And he's like, you're my brother, of course. He's like, let me finish. Me and Belly are going to take care of each other now. She's my family. Do you get that? Do ya? Hey Jeremiah, why don't you man up and say to his face, I know you have feelings for her. I don't like the way that you look at her, and I wish that you would stop. I am going to marry her tomorrow, and I'm sorry if that hurts you. But it's been 4 years, and I need you to move on. I'm really happy, and I want to have a wonderful life with Belly. And I need you by my side because you're my brother. But this can't keep going on. But that's not what he did. He had the creepy villain conversation where he's threatening him with a smile on his face. Like, Jeremiah, you should not be threatened by your brother. It's been 4 years. The fact that you're concerned is a problem. The fact that when Conrad shows his face for more than 5 seconds, the foundation of your relationship with Belly begins to crumble is a problem. Maybe you shouldn't be together. Food for thought. Spoilers for season 3, episode 7 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. Obviously that episode was brutal, but I do not understand why we're so angry at Belly. Did you watch it? That girl is hurting just as much as Conrad is. She waited so she couldn't see him no more, dropped to her knees, and was bawling her eyes out. That confession meant everything to her. This entire episode, we saw her fiending for Conrad, denying her feelings for Conrad. Like, more so than ever before. And honestly, what is she supposed to do? She's marrying Jeremiah tomorrow. She's in way too deep to back out now, even though she wants to. Which is why we need Jeremiah to break it off. And honestly, after this episode, if it wasn't clear before, he knows they have feelings for each other still. The way he was moving this episode showed that he was in clear denial as well. But he sees it. He's still visibly uncomfortable whenever they're together. It's been 4 years, bro. If you still feel on edge, she's probably not the one. Spoilers for season 3, episode 7, because oh my gosh, the confession scene finally happened. Conrad told Belly he still loves her, and she rejects him, but that rejection didn't even feel real, because 5 steps down the beach, she's on her knees in agony, bawling her eyes out, and we saw moments earlier in the episode where she's literally thinking of him, talking to Taylor about him while she's on weed and drunk, and just like, he did this for my mom, he got me the glass unicorn, all these things. She's not over him. She's clearly still in love with him. Clearly, obviously, she feels committed to Jeremiah at this point because they've gotten to this point where they're about to be married, like tomorrow. But oh my gosh, Conrad finally said it. He finally told her how he felt after finding out that Jeremiah cheated on her with Lacey. In the way that they described, I don't want to hear any SL allegations anymore because he was enjoying it, and Jeremiah said, "Oh, guys, cut it out." But he was drunk out of his mind. It was consensual. It was intentional. And Conrad was furious when he heard about it. And he was going to confront Jeremiah. He did, but he saw him puking in the bathroom. But oh my gosh, that episode was crazy. That was a good episode. Conrad was trying to be so supportive to Jeremiah and Belly. He was sitting there saying, clearly hurting by everything going on, but still was persevering through and pushing through because he thought that's what was best for Belly. And then he found out, and he just had to let her know. Yo, that confession was crazy.
This is exactly how I dance. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad. Oh, this is a little on the nose, but I like it. Oh, shit. Oh, Belly. Oh, Belly. Honey. Oh, Belly. Oh, I just want to hug her. Oh, honey. She still loves him. Oh. Oh, Belly.
Me? You okay?
No.
I need some air. Okay.
Yes. I feel so bad for her.
Belly, what's wrong? He got me the big unicorn. And he got me my mom, Taylor. I should not have given you that gun. It's just...
She's doing such a good job. Lola is so good.
It's all happening so fast. And I think I just need time to think.
You do need to think. Oh, Taylor.
You've known him your entire life. This is your dream wedding.
No, it's not. It's not.
I never even had a dream wedding.
You just,
like this. No,
you wanted to be with Conrad.
I never pictured any of it. I only ever pictured Conrad.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Everything was fine until Christmas. Wait. What happened at Christmas? We were here together in Cousins. I thought you hadn't seen him in forever. I lied. Shit. Did something happen? Did you? No, nothing happened. We were just
But
in
everything
the
happened.
summer house at the same time, by chance, for like a day. So why did you lie?
Because it means so much more.
It's okay.
Oh, honey.
Okay?
No.
Tell Jared. Wait, and see.
Yeah, tell him what?
There's nothing to actually say. You didn't do anything, right?
But tell him you don't want to get married.
No. Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're right.
No, you're not.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
No, she's not.
I think
I
I'm
d-
just really high.
No.
I just need to drink some. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We all need to hydrate. Honestly, let's go back to the house.
Oh, people are going to be so angry with Taylor. But I also get it, because, Taylor's also kind of drunk, and she's trying to catch up, you know what I mean? Yeah, just very intoxicated. So I get why her, demeanor is a bit, what the fuck? Because you know what I actually think what was going to happen is, I think when she went up to sit with him, she thought what he was going to say is, I think she thought he was going to lead with, I still love you. But then the fact that he's like, Jeremiah cheated on you. And then, so the fact that he came with it for that approach, poor Belly, because she's a human being and because she wasn't given all the information and because Conrad is so fucking inconsistent. That's why poor Belly. And she's 21. Like, you think you're going to have it all together at 21? I don't think so. And I'm sorry, but, like, we all, like, none of us always choose the more vulnerable or unsafe option. None of us do. That's exactly what she's doing. Picking Jeremiah is so safe. Picking Conrad, so dangerous. So dangerous. But she wants to pick him. That's the whole problem. That's why she has to be so adamant. That's why she has to be like, you don't mean anything to me. Because she has to be like, if I, like, say it and it's definitive, then I'll decide for myself. And, like, I'll push him away and it will be like, oh, you know, it's no more kind of thing. She has to convince herself. She has to convince herself. Because that's why she's been, like, spiraling out. Because, like, and that's why we saw her in the club, like, having all those flashbacks of him. Because she's like, I'm marrying the wrong fucking person. And also when she was talking with Taylor in the bathroom, she's like, I never had dreams of, like, what my wedding was going to be like. I never thought of flowers. I never thought of the cake. All I thought of was Conrad. And so, like, to put somebody at that higher level and then you get with them and then that person, you feel like that person doesn't want you anymore, you did something wrong. How awful. It's so awful. Okay, this is not directed, like, I don't want to make this seem like an attack, because I don't want it to seem like I'm attacking you and Mia and you making this comment, but I think this is the problem with Belly and her behavior. People come from a place of, like, mad at her for her behavior without recognizing why or addressing, like, okay, so how painful is it that she has to give him such a blow in order to protect herself? Like, the fact that it has to be at such an extreme, like, how devastating is that? And it's interesting to me that we don't look at the function of her saying that line. We just look at her and mad at her for saying the line, rather than it's like understanding why she's saying that. And I think it's going to be a problem for a lot of people. And again, I think part of it, and I'm not saying this, I totally forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I sort of just wish it would be like, hey, oh my god, how painful of you that you feel like you have to go to that extreme in order to convince yourself and feel safer that you are done with this person. Because we know this isn't true. But it's just interesting that the choice is to be mad at her for it rather than empathize with her for why she's saying it. And the frustration of, like, can't you see how much he loves you, rather than understanding of, like, maybe she can, but also maybe it's too fucking late. And also after one too many times of not being quite sure how this other person feels about you, or being given and then taken fucking away, I think it's probably understandable that as a defense mechanism, you sort of, again, have to go to this extreme by being like, I'm fucking done with you, and it meant nothing. Because we know that is not true. We know this is not true. But it's like, why are we mad at her for saying that? Like, I suppose, like, you're mad at her because you know it's not true, rather than, like, the understanding of, like, yeah, how fucking painful that's what you have to say and believe. And then that's why she then drops down on her knees. So it's like, we see her for just saying the line, but not actually the effect of the line. And I don't know. I wish we would see the effect of the line on her, and the effect he has on her rather than him, just him, period. Because I think there's so much of a focus on him. Because he's, you know, conventionally attractive and, He's doing conventionally all the things that I suppose you would want a male to do in a partnership. So then you go, how could you not fucking want this belly? Rather than looking at everything else that's a little bit messier and, I don't know, requires a little bit more understanding or empathy. So, yeah. Yes. And again, like, I think if people had the wherewithal and weren't so adamantly against her and so pro him, they would also come to this conclusion, because this is the fucking point. How terrifying. There's so many things going on here. First of all, do people want her to choose Conrad when she's incapacitated, when she's not in her right frame of mind? Even if she wasn't drunk, even if she hadn't taken the weed, she was clearly not in a great place, because the whole reason why she starts drinking and takes the weed is because she's freaking out, and so already not in a great frame of mind to make any rational decision, let alone be on the receiving end of the love of her fucking life telling her that he actually is in love with her too. Like, holy fucking shit. And also the fear of, there's so much potential loss, like, not just Jeremiah, but we've established Jeremiah represents Susanna to her. If she lets Jeremiah down, she makes, I know this is not her responsibility, but that's the way she's feeling. If she lets Jeremiah down in some way, she's let Susanna down. Like, that is what's going, there's so many things going on in her brain. And also, again, this is the thing, she could very well wake up the next day, like exactly what happened in the fucking hotel room, and he could fucking take it back. Like, I know people love Conrad, and see him, like, don't you see what he's such a good person. He cooks, and he cleans, and he, like, does all this house stuff, but at the same time, like, and that's all great, and they get on so well, and they're such a good team, and I want them together so badly, but at the same time, based on the way he's treated her, and because of the shit that was going on with him, it has left her feeling fucking terrified of losing him again. And so that line that she says, like, it meant nothing. She has to convince herself. She has to convince him. She has to make it so painful that, like, there's no chance of there being any hint that he'll come back. Because when there's a hint, there's a possibility of losing him. And the possibility of then him deciding or not being emotionally stable to function in a relationship. And we know he's been doing therapy, we know that, and she knows that too. But also, I just think, like, you can know somebody's doing therapy but also not be able to fully trust that they're going to be all in with you in a relationship. And what was she supposed to do? Like, say, I'm in love with you too, and we're going to call off this whole fucking wedding with this house full of people. And again, like, I just think if people were, like, had the wherewithal or stopped for a second and were like, I wonder what I would feel like in that situation. Not like what you would want to feel, not like the ideal version of Conrad, but the Conrad that does not communicate, and the Conrad that wants you one minute, but then doesn't want you the next. So and also seeing it as, like, that she wouldn't be so adamant if she didn't love him so fucking much too. And yeah, I've said this before, but I think a lot of it is people see themselves in her a little bit and don't like that, like that self-hatred, or like low self-esteem, not low self-esteem, but are just like, I just want to pretend that, like, ideally I would be wanted and be in a good ideal relationship with Conrad. But when they see Belly's flaws and see her being complicated or vulnerable, or that she's not performing in the way that you would want to perform in a relationship with Conrad because it feels so comforting, they're like, this is too, like, hitting me too close, and I'm therefore going to hate on that because I don't like it in me. Like, I don't like vulnerability in me. I don't like pain in me or whatever it is. So I just think it's, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, totally this. Thank you.
What?
Jared cheated on you when he was in Cabo.
I already knew about that.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
And you're still marrying him now? That was a few months ago, Belly. What the
He made a mistake, and he hates himself for it. And I forgave him, and we're good, and everything is fine now.
Fine. Are you kidding me? I mean, knowing is one thing, but you're defending him. Why?
Well, it's not really your business. So.
It is my business because that piece is my brother, and you're not the kind of person that would take that from a guy.
I put up with a lot worse from you.
I never so much as looked at another girl when we were together.
You know what? I really don't want to have this conversation with you right now. Were you the one who convinced her to come to my bridal shower?
I mean, this is Laurel we're talking about. She changed her own mind.
Did you talk to her or not?
Okay, fine, yeah. Satisfied?
Why?
What do you think? Because it was important to you. Because, Belly, I don't know, it's your wedding day, and you should have everything that you've ever pictured.
Don't have to if you don't want to.
Belly.
Don't say it.
Don't be with him. Don't marry him. Be with me.
You will never be what Jer is to me. He's my best friend. And he loves me no matter what. And he doesn't take it away when things get hard. Nobody has ever treated me the way that he does. Nobody, least of all you. You and I were never anything.